Hey, let's go ahead and get some messages from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. I already pulled the card, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, at the very top of the reading, we have Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. So, being that we're doing a reading from our messages from our spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, it's really awesome that they're showing up here as the overall energy saying, we are here, we are guiding you, you are not alone, we are all one. If you think about alone, it's all one. We are all interconnected, and all you ever have to do is reach out or go out into a public place, go sit at a coffee shop. I'm sure you can get somebody to say hello to you or have some type of small talk, but at the end of the day, it is saying, like, we are here with you, we have not left you, we are on this journey with you. I do want to say, you know, whoever it is that has crossed over, these ancestors, they are here to help guide you now. Okay. That's what their position is. So all you have to do is ask and you shall receive. And all they're trying to do, and for a lot of you, they're trying to push you out of your comfort zone. With the come to the edge, I feel like you are now being almost like pushed out of the nest, the bird's nest. Oh my God. And right when I said that, I looked down and saw the two birds here, and I see the bird here, and I see the bird here, okay, with the parrot, and I also see the bird here. So a lot of like pushes out of the bird's nest, so to speak, okay? So it's really about, the opportunities that they are trying to guide you towards. And they're saying, like, this almost reminds me of the Fool card in the original Rider-Waite Tarot, right? Where it's like, taking that leap of faith, not knowing if you're jumping 5 feet down or 5,000 feet down, but willing to go on that journey. Okay. And the next card, it says, let go of what other people think. Maybe that's the problem. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It's time to embrace who you really are. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's time for you to embrace like new possibilities. And it's like you're spreading your wings and flying because it's time for you to excel. I just got excel at the next part of your life. Like but again, not really giving two shits what anybody else thinks about the life that you're creating for yourself. We have the electric eel here, and it says, bring your ideas into life. The eels are very abundant creatures. I want to read you the message about the electric eel. It says, seemingly out of nowhere, the jolt of electric eel spirits appears to awaken you to a big idea that you are meant to explore. Epiphanies and aha moments are gifted to you right now, so celebrate. Your life has the potential for profound transformation. Inspiration arises in you, electrifying you so that you can't wait to get started bringing your ideas to life. The revelations you experience now are meant to set you on a new path, so do not be afraid to act. Explore, examine, and do not fear the changes that may come. For Spirit wants to shower you with the love, success, and abundance that you hope to experience. Now is a thrilling time of epiphanies, inspired ideas, and innovation. This is a wondrous sign for you today. So, but I think for a lot of you, ideas need to percolate, they take time. It's like once you get the aha, like, oh shit, maybe I should move to this place, or maybe I should do this thing, or maybe I should start this job, or you really, when I look at it, it's funny because I feel like those epiphanies and aha moments are downloads from your ancestors. It's downloads because this is how it sits in the reading. And then right underneath these two is the warrior woman. And the warrior woman says, have you answered your deepest calling? You've had this epiphany, you've had this aha moment, but it's like, what do you do to implement that into your existence and go start the journey? Come to the edge, start the journey. This warrior woman stops at nothing. She has that sword so that she can cut through the truth, she can cut through the bullshit. She's very clear and concise. You can see how that pointed end goes straight up. And she can see the path that she needs to take. And I feel like she's honed in on it with the one eye covered. And maybe for some of you, she's honing in on it, but it's almost like it hasn't come into the clear, the full clear picture just yet, but it's starting to formulate. Half of it is there. It's like the other half is getting ready to open itself up. Now, the next card we have out is the Goose. Your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. You guys, I can't even make this shit up. It's like over here, it's telling you to come to the edge. It's like, okay, like take that leap of faith. Your dreams and desires are on the other side of fear. It's like you've already gotten this aha moment, these epiphanies of like, this is what I need to do. And the next card you have out is it's time to give rather than to take. So I feel like, it's time to put in your all. That's what Virgo does. Like Virgo is of service. Like, how can I put in my all? Because a Virgo wants to make sure that they're going to get the return on their investment. They're an earth sign, right? So this is, for some of you, this is also about getting your health in order, getting your house in order, tending to the details, getting shit done, doing the research, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury, but this is actually putting in those tangible efforts. Not just talking about it, but actually working towards it, because Virgo also rules our employment. And I feel like for some of you, it's like taking your health, taking your life back into your own hands. So what we have here underneath the coming to the edge is we have the soulmates. And I feel like the right people are going to come in to help us along this journey. And so it's like you have loyal people who are helping you. It's not just your spirit team, but it's also the soulmates that they are putting in your, like view to help you through this, to help you receive all the blessings that you're supposed to have. And the people who come into alignment with you, these people can very well be a blessing to you. Some of you feel like you need to go at it alone. And for some of you, you're saying like, I've been really blessed by these soulmates. And I think for a lot of you, it comes back down to worrying what other people may think. Well, you have it so good here. You can have this, this, and this. And everybody has an idea for other people's lives. And what Spirit is saying is like, no, if they really truly love you, then they'll see that whatever this decision is that you're making is a blessing for you. And for a lot of you, this is a new adventure. This is something where you are going to have to make certain sacrifices. And the next card we have out is leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Isn't it funny how there are two totally different decks? And this one is her coming to the edge, and the other one underneath it is saying, well, here's where she took that leap of faith. Here's where she went into the unknown. What if I fall? But what if you fly? Right here, she's like, oh my God, but what if I fall? And then she jumped and she realized that she could fly. And now what she's doing is other people are watching what she's capable of, soaring over these jagged mountaintops. When she was looking down here, she didn't know if she was going 5 feet down or 5,000 feet down. But because she was willing to jump, she didn't hit those jagged rocks. She was able to fly above. And I think for a lot of you, this is about ending old cycles. When I look at the moon here represents cycles of our lives. And maybe for some of you, you are flying away from maybe certain relationships and you're realizing like they were a blessing. They were a blessing, but now it's time for me to go out and use my warrior spirit. And it's time for me to go off on my own journey because Yeah, like she is honored for the people that she met along the way, but you can't hold yourself back because of these people. If you're that fucking important, these people will travel to come and see you regardless of where you are. See how she's looking back? It's like you're never going to forget them. You're not forgotten. It's just you're in different places now. These people are still tied to whatever it is that they're doing, but it's up to you to soar above. You've already learned everything you needed to learn. You've already climbed all the mountains you were going to climb in where you are. It's time for, a new territory, new surroundings. And this is a blessing. Like, people look at change, and they're just like, oh my God, like, I have to change. And it's like, you do realize we do it all the time, right? We change our, taste buds and the foods that we like and the foods that we'll eat. We change, our viewpoints on certain things. And if you're not, then you're doing it all wrong. We change our partners. We change our, the people that we enjoy hanging out with at certain times. Like we go through all these changes and stuff, and they're necessary. Like they're the only guarantee in life is change, death, and taxes. So spirit is saying surrender. It's time to surrender to the divine. Surrender what was, how you thought things were going to be. And remember when I talked to you about those cycles? This is where you just need to surrender. It's like you don't have to continue going in circles with these things anymore. It's time for you to come to that ending. Now, funny enough, Pisces is the opposite to Virgo. Pisces and Virgo. So Pisces is as above, so below. So it's almost like this is the magical experiences that you are the magician. You have created this. And Spirit just showed me the stars back here, right? It's like these are the hopes, wishes, and dreams that you had for yourself. And it says here, your dreams and desires are calling you to action. The journey begins today. No more with Pisces here letting things hold you back. The past is the past. Don't let other people's viewpoints and visions for your future hold you back. What they think you should do. It's what you want to do. It's what you're willing to do. It's about the work that you're willing to put in. And some people aren't. Like I look at all the people like, suffering in their situation, but I don't see them getting up and changing it. You know? And Spirit's like, listen, if you take one step towards the gods, we'll take 10 steps towards you. Like we will catch you. You will not fall. The only way that you're going to fail in life is if you're not willing to take any risk. And that's what the come to the edge card talks about. It's like you need to surround yourself with the types of people that are willing to take risks in life. Those are your kinds of people. The people who sit around and bitch about, the state that they live in. Like you look at California and you look at like all the shit going on in Hawaii right now, and you see all these people who literally financially can't afford to live, and yet they're not doing anything about it. They're just sitting in that, and they're just like, well, they're not trying to like do the math and look at other places. Like you're paying for the ambiance there. And I'll be honest with you, like it's very hard in Hawaii to live. It's expensive as fuck. So like for a tiny little shoebox, you're paying like $2,300 a month, and you're paying like, anywhere from $7 to $10 a loaf of bread. The basics are costing you just for a small bag of groceries in Hawaii and California. And those are the two places I've lived, back and forth and stuff. I've been in Hawaii for 7 years and California for 38 years, and it is ridiculous. But there's all these other places in the world that people are like, well, it would be nice if I could live over there. What the fuck is stopping you? Nothing is stopping you except for your pride, your ego, your fear of change, like you're not willing to take these leaps of faith, but yet you'll sit around and continue to bitch about your current circumstances, yet I don't see anybody making them any better. And Spirit's like, dude, you have some really fucking brilliant ideas of the things that you could be doing. And we've given you, like, the ancestors are downloading all this information to you. But the moment that it downloads, we go into that ego space. Like, before you even, it's like there's one side of you that's like, man, that looks really awesome. And then the other side of you is like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to see it. But then there's this other side of you that's like, but and it's like, go check it out. Like, you're not, unless you're bound and gagged in a basement, you are never stuck. Get your motherfucking ass up, quit swimming in circles, and actually, like, start putting energy into this. Like, it's time to give. It's time to give 100% of your fucking self. And if this is something that has been constantly coming up into your conscious awareness, maybe it's time for you to stop closing your eyes to it. Open your fucking eyes, open. It's like you got one eye open, one eye on it, one eye. Whereas, there's other people who are making, like, some of the biggest moves of their lives. And again, you're being watched all over. It says, trust the niggle. What is that niggling feeling trying to tell you? So, like, listen, we go from up here, like, do it. You're not alone. Spirit's got your back. We're going to catch you. You're not going to fall. Stop spinning in circles, surrender what you need to surrender. Like, if that means you need to sell shit off, if that means that you need to, get rid of stuff, because it is saying surrender. And then we have Pisces here. And this is about letting go. This is about purging. This is like really tending to the details when you have Virgo here. This is really looking at the details, researching where it is that you'd like to go next, or what you would like to do next. What kind of a business would you like to start? What kind of a relationship would you like to get yourself into? What kind of what type of place, like, tickles your fancy? What kind of place do you want to travel to? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And Spirit says, if you take a leap towards what is, like, it electrify. It's electrifying. It's like, it gets your soul burning. You're just like, like, I really want to do this. But then there's like this side of you that's like, well, then I got to do this. And then, and you make it like all dark, like, and confusing and stuff. And that's what I'm seeing here is the confusion. Yeah, and it's, again, maybe it's because you have other people who are whispering in your ear. They're trying to hold you back. They don't want to see you fly. They don't want to see you soar above them. Nobody wants to be left behind. But sometimes that's what they need to see. They need to be left behind. That way they can watch and see how you did it. Out of that darkness comes the light. Like, the moon is guiding her way, her intuition, her emotion. Her emotions. She's listening to her heart. See how she's leading with her heart? Even though her mind is looking back, but her heart is what is leading her. She's leading with her heart. But it's like, you look at their third eye. See them? The ladies in the back? Her alter ego, her higher self. It's like there's a lot of psychic energy here, and those are your ancestors. Like, and it's up to you with this warrior spirit here. This is the only energy that I see that is grounded. And it's like, you're going to have to, battle your mind. You're going to have to battle other people and their ideas. You're going to have to battle all of that, and stop. Like, it's time for you to bring your ideas to life. And it's like, you see yourself in a business, right? You're doing this business, but you're not, like, really growing where you are. Did you ever think that maybe your business might be better suited somewhere else? No, most people would be like, well, the business is failing. I'll just go get a job and just stay where I am. Instead of being like, you know what? I'm going to go where what I do for a living is actually needed because it's your passion, instead of settling for something you have to do in order for you to survive and pay the bills. Does that make sense? Very interesting reading here, you guys. So this is something that, it's going to take some sacrifice, because I see Pisces here and I see it as the Hanged Man. There is some type of self-sacrifice. For some of you, you need to sacrifice by pulling your energy back away from everyone else and start listening to your own inner voice. Start listening to that inner voice that's telling you what you need to be doing, and not what other people are telling you what you need to be doing. Surrounding yourself with people who are, feeding into your new adventures and motivating you to do, more shit with your life than motivating you to stay stuck and stay in one place to make them feel comfortable, because they don't have the balls to do what you're doing, you know? So you have some ideas that you want to bring to light. It's time for you to start taking the steps that you're guided to take. And for a lot of you, it's time for you to like take those leaps of faith, put yourself out in the spotlight, like start really doing the fucking work. And I'm going to tell you right now, the universe is going to start really blessing you with everything and everyone you need in order to make your dreams come true. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It will help my channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram under the Footsteps to Peace and Peace Unhinged Tarot. Take care, and we will chat again soon.